Today on the workbench we're going to review a HDMI AB switch that I had acquired off of eBay. I done this because, as many of you know, looking at this little tiny screen, there's just that, it's tiny, and sometimes it's challenging to frame your shot, especially when you're zoomed in macro style or whatever. So I purchased one of these little guys. Don't know anything about it. It was cheap, 11 bucks. I'm not expecting much, but then again, 11 bucks, what do you expect? This is the packaging that it came in. No wall wart. Let's go ahead and open it up. So let's see what we get here. The remote itself is light, real cheap like. The buttons are these bubble depressed looking things. Battery uses a standard 2025 button battery. You get a remote receiver with a lengthy cord, I suspect about 6 foot of cord. I do not believe you have to use it. I'm hoping you don't have to use it. Not sure if you could see in there, but you can see the infrared receiver. You have this USB power adapter. As stated, there's no wall wart with this. The device actually receives its power from the HDMI cable itself, but just in case it doesn't, you can plug it into this. The box itself is kind of small. It's not too terribly big, and you do have a button right here to toggle through your input selection, and so that's why I'm hoping I don't have to use that remote. I'm looking for a small footprint, and since I'm going to be right here at my workstation, which is right next to my computer slash monitor, I'm okay. I could stretch and reach and hit this and I will be just fine. And here we have our inputs, 2 through 4. We have our 5-volt input power and our infrared remote input, and over here we have input 1 and 5, as well as our output, which will go to the monitor. Manual that comes with it. If you want a good laugh, please read. It is chocked full of bad English, bad grammar, everything. I'll scan this and I'll put this on my website. Anyway, that's what you get for $11. You have to supply your own cables. One thing I did want to notate, in case it wasn't already obvious, the ports themselves are full-size ports, in case you're unfamiliar of the two. The one on the right is full size, which you'd have in your standard television set, or in this case for me, monitor. And the one on the left is what you would find on your consumer grade, well, not necessarily consumer grade, but your electronic appliances such as your video cameras, etc. And so this end here is going to go in this camera, that end will go into the monitor. Okay, so here we're at the back of my monitor. I'm going to unplug the cable that goes from my monitor to my computer. Grab the cable that's going from the monitor to the switch box. Okay, so here we have our new input cable, and this is our cable that goes to the video card in the computer. Grab our HDMI switch and we'll plug in the output for the monitor. And input 1 will be for the computer. And immediately we got a red light. So that's good. And my monitor did come to life. And then next thing we're going to do is grab cable for the video camera. And we'll put it in on port number 2. Now we'll grab the camera, open up the HDMI port under the hand strap, an obvious hitching to get along. Okay, my issue was I did not have the cable plugged in securely on the video camera. So once I did that, it works. And so you can see that it's working just fine. This was another fun, fantastic, futuristic even video by yours truly at jacksjunk.com. This video is over. There's nothing else here for us to do except for, well, it's obvious, ain't it? Get the F out of here.